So today we're looking at a comedy screenplay, and this one is called It's a Mad, 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 Mad Script.
Wow, that's a mouthful.
Right. And get this, it's a finalist in the Portland Comedy Film Festival. Yeah. Fall 2024.
Oh, yeah, I saw that one on the list. The premise sounds pretty wild.
It totally is. Okay, so picture this. You've got a French chef.
Okay, I'm picturing it. I love French chefs, so this is already good.
Right. But here's the twist. He's also like a hitman on the side.
Wait, what? A chef hitman? That's a new one.
I know. And it gets even crazier. He accidentally, like totally by accident, bumps off his boss.
Whoops.
Yeah, big whoops. So now he's on the run and trying to lay low.
Okay, I'm on the edge of my seat. Where does he hide out?
Guess. He ends up on a movie set and falls head over heels in love.
Oh, no way. So we've got action, romance, comedy, all in one. This sounds like a wild ride.
It's funny, but there's also some depth to it. The judge's notes were really interesting. They pointed out that it's actually a satire.
Oh, I see. So it's not just goofy. There's a message behind the madness.
Exactly. Like,
Hmm.
they even compared it to something like Mission Impossible. you know, that kind of vibe.
Oh, I can totally see that. So it's using the hitman and the movie set as a way to make fun of something.
Like, think about it. Hollywood is all about glamour and these crazy personalities and maybe some not so honest dealings, right?
Totally. So maybe the screenplay is using humor to sort of shine a light on that whole world, kind of like a commentary on how ridiculous it can be.
That's a great point. And speaking of interesting personalities, the writer, Dale A. Brandenburg, is a really fascinating guy. He didn't start out as a screenwriter. He was actually in a rock and roll band.
Wow, that's quite a jump. From rock and roll to screenwriting. Talk about a plot twist.
I know, right? And he also did some visual art in between. So he's had this whole creative journey leading up to this screenplay.
Which makes you wonder how much of his background influences his writing, right? Like, does that rock and roll energy come through in the dialogue or the pacing?
That's what I was thinking, too. There's this certain boldness to it. Like, he's not afraid to take risks or push boundaries.
It definitely adds another layer to the whole thing. Oh, and I read somewhere that this screenplay actually came from a rumor he heard on a movie set.
Really? Spill the tea. What kind of rumor?
Well, apparently he was working as a caterer at the time, and the story goes that some caterers spiked the clam chowder with something, and the whole crew ended up, well, let's just say not feeling their best.
Oh, no. Wait, so the whole movie set was basically tripping out.
That's what he heard. Hollywood rumors. But that's actually how this whole screenplay started. It was originally called The Caterer, but then it kind of evolved into this more over-the-top, madcap adventure.
That's so interesting how an initial idea can change so much. But even though it's this crazy story, I think Brandenburg really wants it to be genuinely funny, not just unbelievable for the sake of it.
Which is funny because one of the critiques he got was about the believability of the story. It's tricky, you want the audience to suspend their disbelief, but it still has to feel somewhat grounded, right?
Absolutely. Like, how do you make a hitman chef believable? I think that's part of the challenge and the fun of this screenplay. Oh, and speaking of fun, he has this great line in his writer's statement. He says, "Life's short, don't waste it."
Yeah, I read that too.
And it got me thinking maybe there's a deeper message there too, about taking chances and chasing your passions, just like he did. I mean, he went from rock and roll to visual art to screenwriting. He's clearly not afraid to go for it.
Totally. And I bet that energy is what makes his writing so unique. He's not holding back, he's just going for it.
So there you have it. We've got It's a Mad, 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 Mad Script, a story about a French chef hitman who finds love on the run.
And it's a satire, possibly poking fun at the craziness of Hollywood. Written by a former rock and roller who's not afraid to break the mold.
Exactly. But here's a final thought for everyone listening. If this screenplay actually gets made into a movie, what kind of visual style and humor do you think it will have?
Yeah, will it be dark and edgy, or maybe more like a slapstick action comedy? It could even be a musical, who knows? There's so much potential with this story.
It's definitely something to think about.
Are you submitting your creative work to film festivals? There are small details that could potentially be the difference between getting selected or rejected on the film festival circuit. Hi, this is Michael Fair, and I've been a film festival director for more than 15 years. I've reviewed thousands of submissions. Would you like me to show you how to present your work in a way that every film festival director loves to see? You wouldn't believe how many submissions have incomplete information that negatively affects your chances of getting selected. Avoid common, costly mistakes that other filmmakers and screenwriters are making every day. Before you spend another dollar on submission fees, you should purchase the Film Festival Submitter's Handbook, now available on Amazon in paperback, ebook, and Kindle formats. Click on the link in the description of this video and order a couple of books today, one for yourself and another for a friend who is ready to start their film festival submissions journey. Thank you.